Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My brothers and sisters, hope you are doing well. Today's verse of the day come from Surah Al Baqarah, verse number 216. Allah mentions in the Holy Quran, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Perhaps you dislike something, you hate something, but in reality that is good for you and better for you. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌّ لَكُمْ. And perhaps you love something, you like something, but in reality that is bad for you, that is not good for you. وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And Allah knows better, and Allah knows best. وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And you do not know. My brothers and sisters, it's a very important verse of the Holy Quran. And this verse, speaks directly to a moment that we all face in our life. Disappointment, delays, loss, and things are not going our way. So Allah Almighty is trying to educate us and trying to teach us a very important point in our life, that yes, it is in our nature that we don't like rejection. We don't like rejection, we don't like hardship, we don't like sickness, and we don't like when things don't go our way. But Allah Almighty is trying to educate us very important point, that وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Perhaps you dislike something, you hate something. Nobody like when they get rejected, Nobody like when they are at loss. Nobody like when they don't get through with their jobs and etc., etc. But what Allah is saying, وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Perhaps that is better for you. Perhaps that is good for you. And on the other hand, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌّ لَكُمْ. And perhaps you love something, you like something, you want that particular thing in your life. Hence the reason Allah uses here, shay'an is indefinite noun, meaning anything. Anything it could be that you like or you don't like. But in reality, Allah Almighty is trying to educate us what is better for you or what is not better for you. This is something you don't know. Allahu Akbar. And it is said that sometimes what breaks you actually saves you. We understand it later, my brothers and sisters. Sometimes when we get rejected, or when there is delay in our life, when we get loss in our life, or things are not going our way, we start questioning Allah Almighty. We start complaining to Allah Almighty that why this is happening to me? Why this is happening to me? I love something, I like something, I want it in my life no matter what. And I have worked hard for this particular thing and I want it no matter what. And Allah said, وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Perhaps that rejection, that delay, that loss is better for you. And before even we ask any question, my brothers and sisters, Allah Himself mentioned, وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And Allah knows best. Allah knows best. وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. You do not know. And I was pondering over this verse, my brothers and sisters. If Allah only mentioned, وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ, and Allah knows best, that would have been enough, that would have been enough statement. But He particularly mentioned, وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, and you do not know. Even if you try to understand, even if you try to know why there is rejection, why there is delay, why I am not getting through in my life, why there is loss in my life, Allah says, even if you try to know, you don't know. So it's better you submit yourself before Allah Almighty. It is better for you to surrender yourself in front of Allah Almighty, rather than just questioning and complaining, that why this is happening to me, and why this is, I am not achieving this in my life, why I am not getting through in my life. Because rather than complaining to Allah Almighty, we have to submit our life in front of Allah Almighty, because وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Because Allah knows best and we do not know. So we make dua that Allah Almighty, my brothers and sisters, that Allah Almighty include our name among those who submit themselves before Allah Almighty. We make dua, Allah Almighty include our name among those who surrender themselves before Allah Almighty. Ameen. Bijahin Nabiyil Ameen. Sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.